Imagine you're on your way somewhere when suddenly you see an animal that needs your help. Could you just walk by without doing anything? If the answer is no, then this video is for you. Today, we'll show you the most incredible examples of animals asking people for help and people answering the call. This will surely restore your faith in humanity. Subscribe to the channel and stay here to be moved with us. In Australia, during a devastating wildfire, a koala found itself trapped and frightened by the flames. Seeking an escape route, the small animal appeared lost and in danger. The heart-wrenching cries of this koala are truly painful, but a woman bravely faced the flames to reach and save it, offering a new chance at life. The woman cradled the koala in her protective hands, demonstrating extraordinary courage. Thanks to her timely and selfless action, the woman managed to give the koala a second opportunity amid the tragedy of the wildfires. This eagle finds an escape from the water by clinging to this man's board. With all its strength, it holds on and waits to be pulled out to take flight. The man doesn't hesitate to help, pushing the board out, finally allowing the eagle to soar. This bear got trapped in a plastic can, a victim of pollution, and is trying to free itself. The man attempts to approach to offer help, but it's not easy at first. Only after a while, the bear allows the man to get closer and finally manages to break free. This monkey seems to have stopped breathing, but the man doesn't give up. Determined to help, he attempts chest compressions. After several tries, he tries to revive her, and without giving up, he achieves his goal. His monkey friend is saved. The little deer knows that the distance to reach the shore is too much. It seeks help until a man approaches, ready to take it and bring it home. It jumps into the water, and immediately the man saves its life. Another poor, helpless fish is at risk of dying because of a hook stuck in its mouth, but a man saves its life by freeing it immediately. This dog fell into the icy water and can't get out anymore. The boy doesn't wait even a minute to jump into the freezing waters and rescue the little dog, who would surely drown without his help. After several attempts, they manage to get out of the water, and fortunately, the dog is safe and free. This little fawn on the road appears to have either fallen asleep or is injured. The greatest danger is that someone might not see it and end up hitting it. Fortunately, this man approaches and starts moving it. It's only then that the fawn gets up and returns to freedom. But now it's safe. In this house saved from a fire, it's necessary to check if everything is under control. A firefighter enters and inspects when he notices a little kitten that appears lifeless. Without waiting a moment, he brings it outside and calls for all the necessary help to save its life. Fortunately, the kitten recovers and gently seems to embrace the man who saved its life. This poor sheep has been neglected for too long. Its thick wool has become too large, covering it entirely and preventing any movement. Fortunately, a man decides to save it by removing the excess wool, giving it a new life, a new start, free and happy. In the distance, two guys notice some very strange movements. One of them decides to jump in and discovers that beneath the water hides a little fawn on the verge of drowning. He brings it out of the water and promptly decides to save its life, succeeding splendidly. Another little fawn seems to have become trapped in these nets, unable to get out. Fortunately, a man nearby notices its presence and does everything to save its life. He breaks the net that was about to harm it and finally brings it to safety after hours of agony. This wonderful turtle hides pieces of waste and metal inside her that would not allow her to live for long. Fortunately, this association decides to check on her and help her expel everything, succeeding in saving her life. Now she can swim happily and lighthearted. No one can explain how these ducks ended up on a highway. However, without hesitation, this man gets off his motorcycle and stops traffic to happily take them to a safer place. This wolf appears to be at the end of its life, but these two guys don't give up. They try every possible way to rescue it, and fortunately, they succeed, giving a new life to this gentle wolf. This massive deer got stuck in a mud puddle, but this group of men is determined. They have to save its life. They try every way to pull it out, and finally manage to bring it back to the land, away from the terror and fear of not making it. This kitten fell into the water, scared and probably thinking it can't make it. But what can surpass the ingenuity of a man ready to help those in need? The man pulls it out, finally setting it free. This poor hedgehog got stuck, and the man who found it can't believe his eyes. He takes it home to provide shelter and a suitable solution to the problem. After several attempts, he manages to free it, and the hedgehog pup finally feels like itself again, but most importantly, protected and safe. This dog was truly unlucky, falling into an oil puddle. Its cries are deafening, and its pain is palpable. Fortunately, men with an excavator do everything to save it. And after several hours, they manage to pull the poor dog out of that black puddle, incredibly saving its life. This fawn accidentally ended up in a copper bowl, unable to see anything. Fortunately, after several attempts, the man on the boat manages to take the bowl and restore its sight, making its life much simpler. This little elephant also got stuck in a hole, thinking it had no hope left. Fortunately, the intervention of the man sometimes brings with it kindness and solutions. With the help of an excavator, the little one manages to walk on the ground and get out of the hole. This giraffe has a wheel around its neck, and removing it by itself would be literally impossible. Thanks to these men, the giraffe can now walk normally without any weight, and we can say that fortunately, it is now safe. Another little elephant is stuck in a massive puddle, but with the help of more than 10 men and sturdy ropes, the little one is saved. Teamwork was crucial, and this time, humans did an excellent job. These little dogs are desperately seeking help after a flood left them not only inundated, but also trapped behind terrible cages that don't allow them to escape. They're asking for help, imploring, and fortunately, a man rushes to free them. From their reaction, it seems they are genuinely happy to be finally free. Which of these stories moved you the most? We were particularly struck by the poor koala, overwhelmed by the fire in Australia. A terrible fire that shouldn't have the power to kill innocent little souls. Let us know which one touched you especially. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos about animals worldwide.